Oh, there you go, brother.
Hello.
You know the TikTok is not my world here, but we're gonna work it out.
We're here. We made it. How you doing? Nice to see you.
Good, brother. Good, brother. Y'all have to understand. This is my brother for real. Like he's been supporting me even when he after he got the show. So he's a genuine brother and a king, in my opinion. But anyway,
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I appreciate you.
let's talk about this particular episode. I know there's a lot of controversial things going on. People are having different discussions about it. In my opinion, what I will say, um, okay, I'm gonna say this first of all. His entry being snapped from him. I understand the emotion behind that. I can understand working to that
Wait,
moment.
Ronnie, you said?
Riley,
Oh, Riley. Okay.
Riley, getting the HOH. I want to say the disclaimer first. Him getting the HOH, winning it, working hard for it, and he did. I'm not. I won't take that from him, like kind of way. And I understand the emotion and being so upset about it. Right? It's Mickey had to play that play. Now,
Of course.
I wanted to ask you this question and say what you want to say. When Zach went and told the girls what was said, do you think that was the right play for Mickey to play that power after they found out literally they're going on the block that week?
Oh, for sure. I think that was the right play for Mickey. Yeah, Riley. Because whether or not Riley was targeting Mickey directly, he was targeting her closest allies. Like there was just no scenario where it wasn't going to make sense for Mickey to play it. And I think it also uh, was. I mean, I feel like I have been pretty indifferent on Zach for a while, and it definitely brought more of my fandom to Zach in that moment. I was like, "Let's go, Zach! All right, yes, play this game."
Me too. I feel the same as that way. I felt like I was like, okay, Zach, I didn't know you. Okay, okay. But what do you think about Ashley? I love Ashley, but she talks too much, in my opinion. You go in the room and say, "Oh yeah, we know you're gonna put us up." He's like, "Wait, I just said that. Who told you that?"
No,
Like, why? Like,
really, she does. I was really, yeah, Ashley. I think that's. I mean, I was gonna say it could be age. I don't know because I know she's young, but like, I guess she's not. Like, I feel she's just so sweet and like funny and like I like her just in like her personality in general, but it just I think maybe she got rattled after the whole showergate thing, which is already unfair, but like just hasn't didn't recover as well. And like in a, I think it maybe just made her like more frantic in a way that like still it's not like frantic like super expressive frantic, but like nervous energy maybe internally that makes her want to talk or something more. I'm just guessing. I don't know
no, no, no. I
exactly, but
actually agree with that.
yeah, I think that was yeah. I feel like yeah. I want to see her move far, but I don't know because of stuff like that. However, right now I'm interested in Mickey because what I'm hearing, uh, yeah, I know that they are doing like noms and renoms and stuff, so I feel like I'm curious to see what happens there. But as far as like tonight's episode, sticking to that, it was uh, Riley. Riley jumping to such an aggressive like intimidation was a little bit. It just was excessive to me. I think that threw me off for sure. I was like, "Why? Like, why is that your tactic, especially like in front of everyone, the way it was, just so like it's just setting him up for failure, and I just don't know why. Um, it just seems like such a poor flex of like power, like
Yes.
a
Oh my
mature
God.
flex of
I
power.
love how you said that because when he stood up and was like, "Okay, who? I'm not a dumbass. Just tell me who did it. You won't go on the block." I'm like, "Wait, whoa, bro! Like,
Yeah, like what do you mean?
what?"
What? I was like, he's like, just tell me. And then even after he left, and other people were like, all right, who's gonna fess up? Why? Why
Why?
would anybody
Exactly. Exactly.
say anything? What are you thinking? I was like, you know what did get me a little bit bothered is I was like, all right, like I think that the Vince's diary room session, I was like, do people? I mean, they do forget, so let me not ask because I know they do. I was like, the way that like viewers don't seem to remember that the interviews are happening not in real time. So like, if you see somebody's ZR session, it's not happening in real time, and so he saw Vinny was like I don't know. It might be Mickey because this reason. It might be Morgan or Ashley because this reason. And then he's like in his DR, like, I'm trying to tell him that it's absolutely Mickey. And I'm like, bro, you didn't know. We just watched your conversation. You weren't sure. But now you're probably, this is a DR that's happening after she already revealed herself. And I'm like, it's okay to not, like, I think he's been very impressive. Like, I was not sure about him in the beginning. I feel like I've seen him be very impressive. But, and this isn't even just for him specifically. I think it's as a whole when people like, I'm always a little bit, I think because I worked so hard to speak in that past tense from the knowledge that I didn't have and not use hindsight to make myself look smarter in the interviews. Right. And so when I see other people not doing that, I get a little bit annoyed.
Right. Well, what I'll say about Vince is this: he's playing the damn game.
Yeah.
About him, he's playing the entire house, and people kind of see it, but they don't. You know, like even with Morgan and Mickey was saying they're obsessed with him, like everybody is. I completely agree with that. Like everybody, and even Keanu. Like Keanu found out that he literally lied. He still's like, bro, I still believe you, bro. I'm like, what? He literally kind of just, he told you tears and all that stuff. The tears for me was hilarious. But I'm saying, I get him putting on thick, you know, but
Oh,
I want to ask you a question about Rachel and Mickey.
okay.
Because Mickey, when she went behind the scenes, not behind the scenes, sorry, went back there and said, hey, Rachel, I have the power. And she did it really quick. And, you know, I want you to be the actress you do and everything.
Yeah.
I love that. I thought that was a good move as well. Mickey
I agree. I think that was
so
solid.
freaking smart. I was like, oh my God, yes, girl. I love that for her. Because in my opinion, just like you said earlier, even if she didn't find out that she was going to be a target, in my opinion, she kind of knew Riley was sniffing around her because they don't talk game or nothing like that. Or
Yeah, exactly. They're not close like
she
that.
knew it. Or if it wasn't for her, she would say Ashley or Morgan. Now, I will say this. The first thing he said, and the part I did not like, I'm HOH go. Who are you going to put up? Morgan, Mickey, and Ashley. I'm not going to lie. As a black woman, I was offended by that. I'm sorry. You could have mixed it up with somebody else because I haven't heard Ashley say anything about you. So why would you put even if it was going, let's go as far as to say, okay, maybe Morgan, maybe Mickey, but Ashley hasn't targeted really anybody.
Oh,
So I
and actually, and Catherine has this imaginary one-sided beef with Ashley, and Riley's obsessed with Ashley. So with Catherine. So he was going to do whatever Catherine wanted. It was Catherine's HOH.
he's playing, in my opinion, which to be fair to the side, I feel like Riley is throwing his whole entire game away for Catherine.
Well, he said that he was going, and the BBN lost. They played that clip.
Because the thing about it, you know, Colin, it'd be different for me if I saw like Catherine being loving on him the way he is to her. It's one-sided, bro. She does not. She's not.
Yeah, Alexis just said this. Caleb, it's like Caleb.
Yes, it is. It is.
Hey, Alexis, I will say though, your other comment, what's it called? Ava did not know because of the DR stuff. Like it's hindsight. Once again, I promise you. But they're very good about that, about not giving away stuff in that way.
I think it's not, and I'm not even rallying for Riley, but I'm just being transparent. It's not fair to him because I think without Catherine, he will play a better game. So that's why I'm gonna give you my opinion about this. I think
Maybe, but that outburst, who knows?
No. The thing about it, he has a crash out. We already see that. So why not put her on the block? If she goes home, he's gonna crash out. Guess who'll be the next target for everybody in the house?
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah. It was what was the other thing that got me? Okay. I was like, I don't know where Keanu's hostility came from in that HOH competition. Like, I was like, bro, what? You're the house target. Maybe two people aren't trying to target you. Why are you pointing at just these four? Like, right. Regardless of like who they are, I'm just saying, why did he direct it at these four? I was just like, that was weird.
The women, and I'm not even saying because people. I try not to make sure. I try not to say it's race. I don't think everything is race.
Yeah, I really don't. Yeah, I really don't.
I really don't like how they called out the women like that. Why did you call out the women? Even Rachel was like, "What is going on? You calling out?"
He got in his head. That's all I want to know.
Well, Keanu, to me, I feel like I understand because he's been a target every week. I get that. Why you're playing so aggressively? You're literally choosing these women to move to the side. My favorite part when Rachel was like, "I'm a legend. I'm on your team now." I was like, "Girl,
yo, the way that because it really there are moments like that genuinely I am not as good as Rachel. Like there are people that are just like because he's like no, and she's like it was a battle of will in that moment. It was a battle of will in that moment, and she won out, and because he just gave up, and I'm like, I would have too. Like I would have given up too in that moment, and I need to be better at that because that is, yeah, it was. I mean, props to Rachel for that. That was actually a legitimate power move.
It was. It was freaking awesome. I love that. It's going to be in the record books. It's going to be on her resume that she literally just switched. And the other guys went over there. Who was it? I'm not sure who moved. He just went to the team. Because I'm not going anywhere. I'm here now. I'm on your team. Hi, Keanu. I was like, girl, you're doing so funny. But I loved it. I loved it. I did. But, you know, after the HOH when he won, he was so excited. Even I'm sorry, Keanu was kind of like a little bit pissed off because he didn't win. So it's funny how people change when people get HOH. And that always been on for years. Right now he's all in his face. Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, who you want to put? Yeah, you know, all that crap. I'm like, okay, I get it. I do get it. But when it was activated, nobody knew what was going on. Smooth play, I've ever seen is when it's activated because nobody knew that she had the power except for Morgan and then eventually Rachel. Mm-hmm. And once he did the investigation, I was kind of scared. I knew the results. But watching the show back, I was like, wait a minute.
Same.
They're literally saying Mickey. I was like, wait, I'm confused. But Ashley, her expressions, her smiles, and stuff like that, you know, it threw everything kind of off. Even when Catherine was kind of bullying her, I was like, bro, what are we doing here? Like, the girl is smiling. She smiles a lot. I have a cousin like that. She smiles 24 hours a day. I don't care if it's bad, whatever. She just literally smiles. And that's a natural thing.
Same.
You're like that as well. I know you are. But I just don't understand why she came at her. What are you smiling for? I was like, ew, I didn't like that. I didn't see what she didn't come at her in the beginning. You just went off on her. And so Rachel stood up for her. She was like, she's talking for herself. I'm the kind of person that if I'm sitting with somebody who I know is not as, because I'm a strong personality. I would have done that. I would have said, stop it, back off. Yes. Why are you doing that? I would have done that.
Ashley's not confrontational. We know that.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that. I had that type of attitude where if I'm sitting with somebody that I'm cool with, I'm going to say something. I'm sorry. Because she didn't do anything to deserve that. And it's a bitter look she was giving Ashley. I thought that was kind of, I was like, why are you so, what is the hate against her? I'm been
stuck on her since the shower. Like, I feel like she just picked her target and stuck with it and just, and maybe Ashley too, like, because she, you know, isn't combative. And so Catherine is in that sense giving a little bit of like right now you're attacking someone who isn't fighting back consistently. So I think that like that gives a really bad look in terms of like that is kind of a bully like energy is like to keep going after someone who's not retaliating. And so I think that I don't love that personally. And I'm not saying it makes Catherine a bad person, but right. I'm this specific interaction. I'm making a judgment on this interaction because it's been consistent. And so, and maybe she has great interactions with other people, and that's great. I hope so. But that one got me, and then also are you in the BCC, the group chat? There's a group chat thing. It's a free group chat where it have BB alum in it. It's a link I'll send you the link.
Yeah,
if you want to see it. It's just I like it more than Twitter right now because it's more consolidated. It's just BB alum commenting during the episodes and during the week. Mm-hmm. And then, but anyways, during that moment, like people like, Catherine ate when she said like, I am sad. I'm like, wait, but are you guys forgetting the 15 seconds before that when for no reason she was just out of pocket rude to Ashley, and then somebody called her out on it, and then she's like, oh, well, Ashley's being rude by smiling. And I'm like, what? Wait, but you just started being rude, and now you're saying that everyone else is rude. That was a weird, like, and she's like, oh, now he's sad. It's like, yeah, so the people that would be on the block would be sad too. Right. Everyone's going to be sad. Like, I don't know why you're worried about him like that. And so I didn't find her clap back, like, impressive as some people did.
I did not either. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was like, no.
Guys who come in TikTok, me a favor, y'all. I need to start doing this. Please tap my screen and give me some hearts. That's about as far as I'm going to go with that.
Yes, of course. Please, guys, make sure you follow Kamisha over here.
Tap my screen. So wait, what else did I ask you? I said something about who was it? What was it? Not Riley. Crap. One thing I will say about Riley and his aggressiveness, I was surprised by a lot of it. Now I know they're gonna show the other part next week, right? And everything else, but you can see on the camera the last few seconds. They see him in the storage room. He's right there in her face. The one thing I don't like, if I have to argue with a man,
in the storage room, why? Whose face is he in? I missed it.
So Mickey. So there's a at the very end of this episode, I kept
Oh, I
watching.
saw that was up out in the HOH room because he had to move all of his stuff. He had to unpack his stuff.
Well, at the very end, after he said you lied and all
Yeah.
these things, he took it a step further and took her to a storage room, and he's yelling at her aggressively, hands, face, all that stuff.
Wait, this is on the episode?
The very 30 seconds. You couldn't hear it. You cannot hear it.
No, I thought that 30 seconds was him grabbing his stuff. Or
No.
Oh, okay.
There's a part, the very last end of the show. I was watching it on my screen. I said, "Wait a minute." They're in the storage room. He is going off. You can tell he's going off on her. So the
Wow.
transcript that I was told was she said it in the, I watched it, what do you call it? The live feed. She said he literally cussed at me. He said F you in my face and, was directly cussing at her. And Davon has said many times when black women are on Big Brother or reality shows, we cannot be aggressive because of the way it looks. She's always said that. So for Mickey, and Bailey said it too. So for Mickey, she probably was being demure as much as she could, but you can see him being aggressive. It's going to upset me. I already know it is. Because regardless of the man's race, I don't like a man to be aggressive to one like that. Be in his face. It bothers me badly. Like,
well, and I'm surprised we had
you
somebody in our chat that was talking about he's like, man, Riley's giving Cowboys a bad name because he's out here yelling at women, and it's just like because Cowboys try like a lot of very can be chivalrous and all and
Yeah, I'm in Texas. That's the role.
Exactly,
That's the
like
role.
that vibe. And so
if a cowboy role in Texas, the cowboy boots all get all that, but their biggest thing is being a gentleman to women. You can look it up on Google. It'll say cowboys are gentlemen. They take care of their whatever. And he wasn't exhibiting that. He was having a temper tantrum. I'm sorry. In my opinion,
he was.
like a 2-year-old, the toy was taken away. And again, I'm not even going to take away from him that if I want to interact with a car,
Of course, that's devastating.
Yes,
It's devastating.
I'm not even going to say he's wrong for feeling, how he's feeling. I'm just saying that you took it so far, and the yellow woman's face, and then everybody's watching you on TV. Your family's watching you. Her family's watching, so she's watching how she says things. Unfortunately, people of color do have to move a certain way, and she did not want to do all this. And that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So when this is shown, the scene is shown, I'm going in. I've done it a long time, but I am going in because you cussing at a woman, I'm not cool with that.
Yes.
Again, if a woman is coming at a man wrong, my dad seen when I was younger, if a woman comes to a man wrong, you have to expect the results. Like my dad would say, if you're going in on a man or acting crazy, hey, you put yourself in that position. For her trying to talk to him in the storage room and you're just going off and going like this because you're mad at her and calling her a liar, she's playing the game very well. And I'm sorry, you got played. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, but wait, before I move on, I want you
to network accountable for what stuff.
You said that people thought I was going to be a villain if I'm going to reality TV. Did you
Oh,
know that?
yeah.
So you got to reiterate on that real quick.
Yes. Well, no, because I think that people come in, because what is it? Taylor notoriously actually said that. She said she was really excited to be a villain when she was going to walk in the house, and then she didn't get the opportunity to be, obviously. So I think that, people have that thought process. I'm sure there's others of, wanting to do a certain thing, but then it's just it really is one of those things where, you don't know who you're going to play with. So then you can't play the role until you get in there. It's less even about the twist of Big Brother. It's more about, who's going to be there. Because a whole different group of people is a whole different situation. And then it's like, wait, I can't be because this person's either too nice or too mean or whatever it is they happen to be. And I don't know, you just don't get to know what it is. But then I feel like, I was like, I don't think Dan planned on being a villain in his second season. I think it just came to be that, he's like, oh, okay, hold on.
Colin, be for real. Now, come on. I know what you're saying. I know that the environment will change how you move in your reality shows, but I know that would happen to me because no matter how much I would try, it would come out. My whole demeanor, everything about me, I know it would not.
But that's not villain if you're just responsive.
Well, no. I'm sorry. People get categorized, unfortunately, in reality TV when they get in characters to get in boxes. And so I'm saying, I know I'll be putting that box as probably Mama Kamisha, but probably also she's a villain. I know that. I'm fine with that. I have no problem with it.
Who knows?
I was very well.
I don't know. Who knows? I'm sure, because like you said, all of a sudden, because you could have that energy the way Rachel does, but you're using it to stand up for Ashley or somebody like that.
I got you. I get what you're saying with that. Yes, I would have done that.
Not a villain, I think if anything, you're just prepared to speak your mind at any moment, and that's okay. And some people that easily can be judged especially somewhere or others as a villainous behavior, but it could also just be judged not as that. And so I
I
don't
get what you're
know.
saying. I get what you're saying with that. So tell me,
Well,
when they had I'm not gonna lie, Big Brother ate that when they had the 3 minute conversation. I loved it. I
yeah.
thought Big Brother made a good move by doing that. I thought it was so good. Okay, y'all go in there, have your conversation, whatever, whatever. And then, interrogation, they started saying it was Ashley. At first it was Mickey, and I was like, oh my God. But I believe it was Ashley, and Mickey's move was telling Rachel, try to play it off, that, because when Keanu came upstairs, it's Ashley, it's Ashley. I was like, okay, that's it. He believed him 100%. And when he was like, it's Ashley, and Ashley smiled, but she smiled for a different reason. She was like, baby, you don't know, it's not me, sweetie. I
And
guess it's
sometimes you
okay.
smile because you're like, what else am I going to do?
And when she stood up, she didn't get up aggressively. She didn't do anything.
I know. Oh, she was like as calm. Like I wasn't sure I was just about to stand up because I was
Right.
like, "Ooh, that's a." And she really so just calm, just stood up. Was like, "Hey, it's me, and here it is."
So he was so angry he lost. I could say he was the kind of kid that if he lost, he probably would like get into a fight. He just seemed angry the
Yeah,
entire
he was.
situation.
And like
So,
I get it. Is
right, I
Jimmy's
get it
talking
too.
about? Oh, he's sad about his family time. It's like, well, everybody. It's not that. Like he's upset.
Oh yeah,
And also, I think that there's an element of he is like people in general, and this is I think a problem be in the world, at least this country for sure, is people have such a hard time, especially men, sadly, of being wrong. Like they think that being wrong makes them dumb, it's like hey, it's okay to be wrong about something, and they get very defensive about it, as if like being wrong makes them less of a person. And I think that it's just like it probably is ego or self-esteem related or so
I
many
agree
things.
with that.
But
I
it
agree
just was
with
like
that.
such a intense. Yeah, we already talked about Catherine and Ashley. Yeah, you're correct. But yeah, it just was. And I was like, man, the way he got so intense, so thus he felt foolish, and it's hard. And some people, that's how they respond when they get called out on something or they get embarrassed. They lash out sometimes, and that's unfortunate.
And even with that being said, it's a normal thing. Women do it too. Let's be
Yeah,
clear.
no, that's what I said. Everyone for sure. We
But
just see a little
I
bit
just think
disproportionate.
that well, I think when you're on TV and you probably forget cameras there, you get used to it being in the house. I'm not sure that's true when you're in the house.
You do get used to it. You kind of
But,
just
but at the same
you don't
time,
forget. You just get you just
right, you get
care
used to it.
less.
But
You care
even
less.
if I was in the house, I know my mom was watching me and my children are watching me. If I'm doing something like that, you know what I'm saying? To me, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be perfect or anything. I'm gonna make mistakes, whatever. But what I'm saying is to do all of that in front, of, like you said, for the front of everyone. I feel like, in my opinion, I'll say this again. Mickey is debating about. I'm just gonna talk about it real quick. They're debating about putting up Jimmy, and I think it's a bad idea. If she puts up Ava, she said Ava's name. I said bad idea. America will hate her. They love Ava.
They really do. I don't
Putting up
understand it.
Jimmy's
I
a
don't
bad
have
idea
anything
right now.
against Ava. I just don't understand the obsession.
They are obsessed with her. After that walk she did with the pink outfit on, they're going crazy. I just think that putting up Jimmy's a bad idea. Jimmy's very vengeful and loud, and I just not a good idea right now. And if he's fighting for her right now, I heard him even say in the confessional, "My girls, I don't want them going up." So he's fighting for her. So to me, that's also dumb not to do that. I would put Catherine up. Catherine came for your friend Ashley. Catherine doesn't talk to you or anything. I don't care about him.
I have no idea why she wouldn't put up Catherine.
He's debating everybody
She
but
was one of
her.
the first ones.
He's debating everybody but her.
That's wild.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Exactly.
Okay, you know what that makes me feel like is it does make me wonder, like, is Catherine doing something good, or is Catherine having an ally that's doing something good that's keeping her name out of people's mouth? Because
Right.
as a
Why
viewer, I'm
Riley?
watching, I'm like,
Riley.
she's clearly not on your side.
Right.
She clearly has issue with the closest people to you.
Yes, come on.
Why? Like, I'm like, Mickey's closest people, to my knowledge, is like Morgan and Ashley and maybe Zach now and Rachel. And like, she's not close to any of these people.
Exactly.
She's actively against them. Why would you not?
It doesn't make everybody in Twitter's going insane. People are saying, I'm done with Mickey. I saw that today. They're mad because if she chooses
Wait, hold on. Sorry, pardon me.
Yes.
I just cut. You can. Please, pardon my interruption. I just saw something. They comment that I thought was interesting. I didn't.
What did they say?
Derek Frazier. He said, "I listened to the conversation her and Riley had for 3 hours last night. Mickey is not smart, so I don't know what this conversation was, but I'm curious what it was."
But see what Derek is saying, what everybody else is saying. The fact of the matter is, you're listening to Riley because Riley comes to you and cries about, oh, he's making excuses for Catherine, literally. And I feel like Mickey's eating it up, and I don't understand why.
Dang. But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes, like, why does that happen? I feel like there's so many things. Like, it's hard for me to not think of the thing about Big Brother is that, especially in the early weeks, like, you're always you're getting close to these people. So even people that like maybe you're not super friendly with, you are still building a relationship with them. And so, like, it is there is so you're building this relationship with them, and then you're looking, but you're also subconsciously always looking for a reason to be able to vote someone out to not feel bad for them or whatever, target them, and especially in those early weeks. So I do think there are some things that happen early on that can last, or even not early on. It doesn't have to be early on, but I think there's little sticking points. And what I wonder is, I know Mickey got very justifiably offended when Jimmy in his HOH week 2 didn't consult her or Morgan at all, or HOH completely dismissed them, and that could have just been sitting in her head waiting for someone to push that button, and maybe Riley's pushing that button. Because I like that could stick with you if you're like, hey, why am I looking out for you when the one time you had power, which is the only time that really matters,
It does.
you didn't pay attention to me at all. So like next time you have power, why would I think I'm safe with you if the only time, because that's the thing about Big Brother is that it's so much about like words don't matter. I'm like, for me, it's like actions over words are the only thing that matter, because if somebody doesn't have power, they have no opportunity to show you that to show you an action that confirms. So right now you're just going off of people's words. No one's, for the most part, out there telling you that they like are coming after you or that they will cut you or whatever. So you're really just looking for you can only judge off of actions. And it's like, okay, all the words you're telling me are supportive, but the only time that you had any power, you showed me that you didn't care about what I thought. So I could see that button being pushed, which once again, I don't know what's happened since. I don't know. However, that being said, I still don't see any reason that Jimmy would be higher on our list compared to so many other people. So, but I don't know. I don't know what the conversations are, and that's why I try and.
Well, somebody in my chat said Mickey has the votes to stay if she gets put up, but she needs to make a big move. I agree. The thing about it is,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be honest, I would put Catherine up. This man will crash out just for her getting put up, right? He's gonna probably act a fool, get loud, whatever. And if she gets sent home, because you got Kelly, who is a comp beast this season, could take herself off the BB. You know, she gets herself off. Then gonna have Riley and Catherine on the block. That means one of them have to go home. That is the best move for Mickey, because I guarantee next week, if either one of them get power, they're putting her up. I don't believe either one of them. So to me, why take a chance for someone?
Wait, who's either one?
I'm sorry. Sorry. If
Riley?
Riley or Catherine. Let's say, for instance,
Catherine. Okay.
if,
No, I'm looking at Sorry.
if Kelly takes herself off the BB, because she's been winning all of them. I'm not saying it's guarantee, obviously, but if she takes herself off of the block, it'll be Catherine and Riley. That means one of them are going home. I mean, either way, she wins. Catherine goes for Riley. They both came for you, acted crazy, or what came for your crew, like you were saying too. It's like that's the smartest move. You put anybody else up, you're creating more enemies for nothing. For what? Because he's a good player. Okay, well, Keanu's a good player. Gene's a good player.
Wait, who's a good player? Who's she saying is a good player?
She said that Riley is a strong physical player.
What we forgot about too. I don't know if this is what Derek was talking about, but he said Mickey likes Riley, and I don't know if he was saying that way, but I do remember that movie episode. Mickey did comment on Riley, I'm pretty sure, being attractive, or the other way around. I don't remember.
Put his hat on. You're right, and put his hat on. Put his hat on. The very first day, she put his hat on. So I'm like,
yeah.
The worst things you're doing? What's going on, girl? That man cussed you out. I'm confused. Like, I'm not understanding her actions, and I'm telling you, if she makes a bad move by putting up Ava or Jimmy or whatever people are suggesting, it's not going to be a good game for her. I'm sorry. Her resume is going to be trash. They're going to drag her on Twitter, which is a normal thing, I know. But
So I said the Riley crash out if Catherine goes home would be epic, and I'm like,
my God, yes, please. I'm sorry. I want to see it, because if she goes home,
They also remember Mickey said that Riley looks like Brad Pitt. I forgot about that. Yes. So maybe she just has a soft spot, and it's just us believing what he says. Which is, speaking of soft spots, I'm really worried about Morgan and Zach, because Morgan is my girl. Like I'm big team Morgan,
Love
and
Morgan.
if she's being influenced by Zach, I'm gonna be upset.
Morgan, I feel like is gonna be hurt by
He's so
Zach.
smart.
Wait. Zach literally said in the live feed today, or was it yesterday? He said, "I'm separating myself from Morgan and moving closer to Lauren. Like this is so I'm not just into you at all because he's trying to remove her crush. Like I wish
But
Morgan
even if
would
he
wake up.
was close, even if he did like her, it would be a bad choice. It would still be a bad choice
I agree. But why do you think that? Why do you think it'd be a bad choice? If well, as far as Zach and Morgan.
because I think that it'd be a bad choice to let him influence her game.
Okay.
Regardless, that's what I'm saying. Well, okay, you know what? Let me actually walk back a little bit, only because of him helping them out. So prior to this week, I found him to be not a helpful ally to her. So I'm like, okay, don't let this person who's not a good ally influence your game. But seeing him do that, I was like, okay, actually, it could be helpful for her game. So it could be okay. So I'm shifting that a little bit because this is the first time I've actually really, like I said, I'm pretty indifferent to Zachy. I was like, this Prince Charming looks like a very easy, obvious winner archetype right now. And when I saw him in episode 1, and then since then he has not done anything to stand out. But this was him actively making a move of like, hey, not only did he let them know you should use your power because you're being targeted, he also went the extra mile to help push Riley in the wrong direction. And I was like, okay, he's playing, so he's good at good at comps and now playing the game, making a shift towards something. So I'm like, maybe.
Wait, hold on. Somebody in my chat says, poor Morgan. Zach and Vinny's priority Lauren over her. Look, that's
That's
true.
what?
They said, poor Morgan, Zach and Vinny's priority is Lauren over her.
Yeah.
Like, Lauren is kind of the girl that the guy's looking out for. I feel bad for Kelly. Kelly really thinks the guy looking out for. They all care about Lauren. Even Zach said, I chose Adrian, who was his best friend, by the way, because I didn't want Lauren to make the tiebreaker decision. I was like,
Yeah, right?
I don't understand what's happening this season. I don't know. The women literally are controlling some of these guys. I don't know. Between Captain and Lauren, I feel like they have a lot of control over some of the men. Kelly thought she was the one. She isn't. They just use her for I don't know what they use her for. They go on a block every freaking week. Will, in my opinion, I feel bad for him so much. He's been on the block what 20 times. It's like for Will, I just want Will to win something. Will, please win an H, just something. Just 'cause I can't stand it. Like every week, he's like, okay, this week I'm safe. I know I'm safe this week, but he's a go-to guy, and I hate when they do a lot of that. Will, he's gonna be a go-to put on the block, in my opinion, because people play a scary game. I don't want to ruffle feathers or anything, so I'll put Will up and Kelly because they're the go-to people. So I don't. That's why I want Morgan to make that big move, not be scary. Put up Catherine because she gonna crash out too. The way she spoke to Ashley today is a tip. I think we put Catherine on the block with Riley. They're both gonna crash out. I really believe that, and we're gonna see a different side.
I think that then they get revenge obsessed, and then one of them which isn't good for your game in general. So it's just like if you get focused on one target for emotional reasons, you're already gonna make bad moves. But I feel like it's even for me less about Mickey putting up Jimmy if he's an ally or whatever, because like you never really know ally. I get that. It's more like you don't necessarily know who's your ally all the time, but sometimes like Mickey, especially at the beginning, talking about like her skill set in her business, she's like, oh, I'm a really good judge of like people's intent or character, like what they're thinking. Or like reading people well, and like I believe that she could, because like when she told Morgan it's the only person she told about her power, I was like, this is a dumb choice unless Morgan sticks to the secrecy, which she did. I was like, okay, you made a good judgment there. But now, if she suddenly decides to believe Riley or believe Catherine, who have given her no reason to believe them, from what I haven't heard anyone suggest anything that gives her a reason to think that she's safe with them, that is going to be, I think, a real hit in my belief as her, like in her, confidence in the game. But at the end of the day, it's like, because Sheena in here just said that if she puts Jimmy up, her game is over. And like, it feels like I said, regardless of, I wouldn't go that far for any move this early because just so much can happen in the game, and every move's the right decision if you win. That's what I always go back to. Every move is a smart, correct move if you win,
Yes.
but or at least it's not incorrect. But that one for sure is something where I'm like, Catherine has just not given any reason to think that she would have her back. Unless, like I said, I'm not watching the feeds, so maybe I'm missing some deep bond
He has it.
Catherine and Mickey have created, and somebody could do it. But yes, thank you. That is my quote, so I appreciate it.
So I know Betty said in the chat. She said, but they are not doing anything with it. I mean, I'm assuming she means power. Me myself, I think Mickey making this move was a power move, was a smart move. Everything she did, going to Rachel, some of the acting thing, even going to Morgan, asking her, "Hey, what do you think?" Whatever. But if she chooses to do all that just to not put up Riley, or sorry, put up Catherine, it would be a really bad HOH. Don't put up Ava, who you know cannot win. We saw Ava tonight. No shade, I love Ava. She failed. That's not that girl. She's not. She's not going BB. Kelly is one. I don't know how many now. So you got Kelly or Riley who may win, and you put an opportunity to put Ava who may go home, or somebody else. It's gonna look bad in the house. It's gonna be a blow up on her. I just think that she's scared to make that move with Catherine. Maybe she's scared of Riley's reaction because how he reacted today or that day or whatever. I don't know, but she's playing a little bit scary. And if you're gonna do a big
But I
move,
think she likes him. I think it's really. I feel like it might be that simple. I think she might just be able to be manipulated by him because she has a soft spot for him, which is sad. But
really sad. I don't know what to say about that. I just really want to see her put up Catherine. I think that would be the best move. Because I believe that Ava's going to win Mega Fair Player. I'm sorry, I really think she's going to win that. The freaking
I mentioned that too. I don't understand it. I don't. Like I said, I'm just confused. I don't mind it. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it.
You don't understand you don't understand why she's like a favorite. I think she's
Correct.
quirky, goofy, and
There's lots of quirky, goofy. Like quirky isn't new.
it's not.
I don't know. I don't. Like I said, I'm just confused. I'm not. I have no issue with it. I just feel like I'm like, why is? I feel like I'm missing out. I feel like I'm the. Yeah. I don't know. I'm like, what is it about her? Like, I'm so indifferent every time I see her. I'm like, oh yeah, she's quirky. She seems nice.
Some of my chat says I did see Miki say she likes the way Catherine thinks for herself and would be good in jury. I still don't agree.
No, Catherine.
She does.
Worst case scenario is having to vote between you and any of your allies. She
Come
doesn't
on now,
like
Collins.
you. She doesn't like your allies. She just is not good for any. Like, I have not seen anything that makes sense to me.
I don't know what Mickey is thinking about right now. She got so upset she started crying in live feeds because the decision she has to make. But to be honest, it would be hard for me. I'm sorry, it wouldn't be. Whether Raleigh crashes out in front of my face, get mad, I've already got cussed out once already. What does it matter? I'm putting Catherine up. I lied to y'all. Sorry. She's going on the block. Period. I mean, it is what it is. I just would eat that. It just would be, I know it could be like uncomfortable and awkward. I get that.
Yeah.
But just do it because anybody else is going to be way worse.
And also, it's like Riley doesn't have influence in the house to retaliate. So it's just like, okay, sure, you piss off Riley, and then what?
That's true.
And then what? But then Riley and Keanu are after you? People who already are after you? What do you mean?
Come on, Colin. And then Keanu came in there lying, saying, and I feel like he's lying, coming here saying, we're going to work together, me, you, and Morgan. But you just was talking about you took them off the game, HOH. You removed them, got rid of them, but yeah, y'all cool now? So, like you said, you already have those enemies. Don't create new ones. You know you got Riley. You know you have Keanu. Don't create Ava. Don't create everybody else in the house.
Yeah, don't create a new enemy. Yes, there are already people, and like she likes everyone. So that's I don't know. You know what? That's why I was hesitant on Mickey in the beginning because I was like, okay, she could be super sharp. Let's see, and then it is not seeming like it. So I'm just like, like what? You got to make decisions, and you got to make. Yeah, you have to make. And once again, I go back. It's like every decision's the right decision if you win, or none of them are. At least none of them are incorrect if you won. But it just feels very much like there's no reason to be. I am not seeing this relationship with Catherine. I have not seen. I think and Catherine to me stands out because literally date one, I was like, you know what? I like Catherine. Like in the intro videos, I was like, I'm feeling Catherine. I was feeling Morgan. I was feeling Keanu. I was very wrong in day one. So, and then Morgan, in like the first two episodes, was not impressing me. But then ever since then, she's been impressing me, and she's my number one since then. So, but yeah, I just I don't know. I do not know. I need to see yeah, how this vote goes, and yeah, I guess we'll see what happens in the next couple weeks. Like, I'd love
So
to
yeah, so
circle back with
I
you
guess
for
we're gonna
sure.
see everything with the whole argument or whatever. They're Big Brother being smart again, and they're dragging a little bit. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I get what they're doing. So it's smart PR play. So Wednesday we'll see the whole back and forth, whatever, whatever. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all okay? Because like there's cast members of Part of the Cookout who would tell me, please don't crash out. I want to say, y'all should know who she is. That's my sister. She'll tell me, don't crash out. They know me. They know me that when I get upset, she'll get upset with me. She was like, please don't crash out. Because she knows if I get upset, I will do a 5 different videos. The Cookout know me and love me.
We
And it
do.
is what it is. It is what it is.
Yes,
But
we do.
I know how to crash out and get upset. But I know that when I see this clip, I'm probably gonna get mad. I know it because I don't like
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna watch it because I agree. Well,
that.
I don't end up seeing some of it at some
They're
point.
gonna,
And
they're
I'm
gonna,
like,
they're gonna, they're gonna make it a highlight climax for this episode. Somebody said, "What do you think about Jimmy?" I think Jimmy, which I'm gonna say this, I don't think she should put Jimmy up because Jimmy's going to. It's gonna be a bigger crash out than Riley. It's gonna be revenge. I'm coming for you, Mickey. It's just gonna be a lot. And Morgan is in her ear to put Jimmy up. I'm like, look, no, this is not. I think Jimmy will need to put up eventually because he's playing both sides of the house. I think now is way too early. I think right now you got to argument with Riley, his girlfriend or fake girlfriend or whatever friend is coming for you. That should be your target. Nobody else. Because in Big Brother, if you get to an argument with somebody, that's gonna be a target anyway. If there's an issue, that's your target. It's an easy choice. It shouldn't be a random because you don't want to have the more drama. You're in it now. Like Colin said, you already have the enemies. Why create more?
yeah,
I would be so sad if she chooses anybody besides Catherine, and it's probably gonna blow up on her, and I feel so bad. I just feel so
yeah.
bad.
'Cause I was like, who's yeah. It's not gonna be Rachel, Morgan, not gonna be Zach, not gonna be Will. So then that leaves so that leaves Jimmy. So who are trying? So Jimmy, Ava, uh, Catherine,
Yeah.
Lauren.
And Lauren
That's
saved her. And Lauren saved her. She said, "I'm not putting you on the block." So that would be crazy too. You know what I'm saying? Lauren did not put her on the block. It doesn't make any sense to put anybody besides Catherine.
Lauren was never gonna put up Nikki.
I don't know what I'm saying. But even when they had discussions in live feed, she was like, "You're not worried about it. I'm not putting you on the block." And she was like, even though she thought she may have had the power, they tried to convince her because they
No, but Lauren was only going to put up people who had already been nominated because she just wanted to minimize blood in her hand. So, like, I don't know if she did her any
Everything.
favors by not putting her up.
I see what you're saying.
But she didn't put up Ashley, and so I appreciate that because she could put up Ashley. So I just was like, and she listened to her. They had a conversation that seemed impactful. So yeah, so that's what I think. But I'm definitely down to circle back in a couple weeks. Just
Yes.
let me know. I'm glad we got to chat tonight too.
Yeah, it was a good chat. I do want to talk next. Well, I know after this week it's going to be a blow up because everybody's going to get
Yeah,
mad.
somebody's gonna blow up no matter what.
It is. So thank you, Colin, brother. It was a good chat. I really enjoyed it.
Thank
I
you.
really
I
hope
appreciate
that
it.
we need to do this again because I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's explosive. I think in the next 2 weeks it's gonna be kind of hot.
Yeah.
Y'all know Colin. He's done everything from the challenge to be brother. He's an intelligent brother. He does these challenges on here, which I don't have enough followers. This thing I can't do it. But he does these challenges all the time. So please make sure y'all follow him on TikTok. He has a great personality, and he's smiling. He smiles 24 hours a day, just like my cousin. So he would be probably called out by Catherine too, because he's smiling.
Probably.
All right, baby, y'all. I'm gone. With that being said, Queen of Reality TV. Follow me on everything y'all know about me.
Of course.
Bye, y'all. Love y'all.
All right, see ya. Bye. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sorry, I just should have said that again. Thanks, Casey. She upped out so fast. No, count after everyone. I mean, that's his game, as we know.